From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, January the 28th, 2025. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said he will be meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump next week. The office said Trump has invited Netanyahu to a meeting in the White House on Tuesday, February the 4th, saying Prime Minister Netanyahu is the first foreign leader to be invited to the White House during Trump's second term. There are reports that Trump's special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, will visit Israel this week and meet with Prime Minister Netanyahu to reportedly discuss the next phase of the hostage deal that was reached between Israel and terror group Hamas. Yesterday, Witkoff met with a number of hostage families whose loved ones are still being held captive by Hamas in Gaza, meeting them on the sidelines of the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz-Birkenau ceremony, which took place at the Auschwitz-Birkenau Memorial in Poland on International Holocaust Remembrance Day. The Hostage Families Forum said Witkoff expressed to the families his unwavering commitment to the ongoing negotiations for the release of all hostages, emphasizing President Trump's personal dedication to bringing them home, saying he reassured the families that the president is fully engaged in the process and that efforts are already underway for the next phases of negotiations, ensuring no time is lost without waiting for the current phase to conclude. The IDF continues its counter-terror operation in the Jenin refugee camp in Judea and Samaria, the West Bank, where the IDF said today terrorists were eliminated, dozens of terrorists were arrested, and weapons depots and a weapons manufacturing facility were destroyed. Israeli troops continue operations to remove threats and terrorist infrastructure, it said, in southern Lebanon, the IDF saying in accordance with understandings between Israel and Lebanon and in order to preserve operational achievements in the region. Well, a synagogue in New Jersey was targeted on Sunday with anti-Israel graffiti as well as harassment. A group of pro-Palestinian protesters gathered outside of Congregation Oheb Shalom in South Orange, while an Israel program was going on inside the synagogue. The protesters spray-painted the phrase, "Terrorists this way," on the sidewalk and drew an arrow that pointed toward the synagogue, and also apparently called those driving past the synagogue baby killers. The congregation's Rabbi Abigail True said, "People who stand outside our building calling us terrorists, making us feel threatened or on the defensive as we undertake the peaceful work of joining in local community do not have a place here. Our tent is a large one," she said, "but it has walls." South Orange Mayor Sheena Column said this act of intolerance is deeply disturbing and has no place in our community. We must come together, united in our commitment to stand against hate, bigotry, and discrimination in all forms. This is not just an attack on one group, it is an attack on the values that bind us all as neighbors. The South Orange Police Department is investigating the incident as a bias crime. Well, landmarks were lit up last night for International Holocaust Remembrance Day, including here in the U.S., at New York City Hall, the Empire State Building, across Canada, the United Kingdom, and more. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, January the 28th. At 7 o'clock, Giulietta Boukhobza, independent scholar and author, shares her experience as a Libyan refugee and her family's story of escape. At 8, Justin Pines speaks with Rabbi Dr. Shlomo Brody, Executive Director of Ematai, an organization helping Jews navigate aging and end-of-life dilemmas with Jewish wisdom. At 9, it's Rabbi Kanarek on L'chaim. At 10:30, an encore of the news. And coming up next, it's the ILTV's Insider. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, January the 28th, 2025. I'm Teisha Bader. Am Yisrael Chai.